like the fantasy genre, if you liked the Owl House, if you love to watch characters suffer in a kid's show that's honestly a little too dark to be considered a kid's show, but hey, we're not complaining, have I got a show for you. Hi, I found a lot of parallels between the Owl House and She-Ra, so here you go. The following contains spoilers for both the Owl House and She-Ra. Number 1, Destiny-obsessed teen leaves everything she's ever known.
Want to figure out what's happening to me, and if I go back to the fright zone, then I'll never know.
Number 2, aforementioned teen gets a second chance to return home, but says, nah.
I am not going back to summer camp. I want to stay and become a witch.
I can't go back. Not until the Horde leaves this town alone.
Number 3, teen decides she needs a mentor.
If you teach me to become a witch, I'll do anything you want.
Hey, you said something about the sword? Have you seen it before?
4, oh look, an old lady. Perfect.
You ran into the woods and asked the first old lady you could find what you should do.
Number 5, so the stories were wrong, huh? Cue existential crisis.
No! Seymour's supposed to be a heavily fortified rebel fortress, not a civilian town.
Number 6, you're my best friend. You're a real bad witch.
I'll get you a good grade, and you can get me into magic school.
Okay, it's a deal.
You have to recharge your powers.
Number 7, wait a minute. You're heckin' powerful. Number 8, is everybody's name a pun here?
I'm Luce, and you're Willow.
Amity Blight.
I'm Bo, by the way.
Adora.
Glimmer?
Number 9, the horizontal arm thing.
Seriously, what is that?
Welcome to Bright Moon!
But for real this time.
Number 10, stop, an intruder.
Your Majesty, a Horde spy has been discovered on the Bright Moon grounds.
11, boy am I glad that intruder is on our side because she is the most powerful being in the realm.
I've come to pledge myself to the rebellion. But first, there's something you should know.
12, ooh, a lesbian antagonist. Immediate stan.
Humans have no magical ability, but I doubt that'll stop you.
I am here. I'm the muscle, remember? I can do this.
13, new magic discovered. Cheating.
You cheated. Hey, where's the rhyming coven? What rhymes with cheated? Stop acting like a child!
Please, She-Ra, heal our land.
For Etheria!
14, our weirdly sentient, clingy bird friend gets a glow up.
Hootie? Horsey?
15, do not underestimate me, viewers, for I am Willow Perfuma, wielder of plant magic.
We may be children, but we're also witches. Powerful ones.
For the She-Ra!
16, sea-colored hair girl gets very frustrated.
Really?
And that time you set our gondola on fire in the Tunnel of Love.
17, bye panic.
Thanks.
Yeah, whatever, don't mention it.
18, oof, magic is hard.
I'm a ding-dang witch!
Did you mean to do that? Because if you did, it's a terrible weapon.
19, mysterious pit monster is surprisingly polite when spoken to by an administrator.
What?
Sorry, Principal Bump. Sir.
You will leave my friends alone.
20, scary woods are scary.
Wow, I keep stepping on a lot of crunchy twigs.
Those are bones, Willow.
Not if I never look down.
21. You're not supposed to be fighting.
I'm not writing for you after you made fun of all my ideas.
Hey, what the heck?
I say we get Light Hope to tell us how it works and take our power back.
All she wants is to set the weapon off. Are you even listening to us?
22. Through the power of near-death experiences, our friendship is better than ever.
I have a plan, but we need to work together this time.
Just tell me what to do.
Glimmer!
Bo? Adora?
23. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but this tech is so delightful.
Yes!
It's way too cold for this. Why don't we try something new?
24. Let's all get pinned by monsters. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
You've angered the Slither Beast.
Ah!
25. But hey, we learned something new. That has to mean something, right?
Did you see? I learned my second spell. I made the connection.
I saw. Nice work, kiddo.
Failure. This mission was a resounding success.
26. Neurodivergence.
We all want to be in more than one coven track, but Bump just says we need to focus.
Are you here to watch the social experiment too? Hierarchies form and break. It's the perfect place to observe behavior. And they have tiny food.
27. Huh, you seem really familiar, mysterious fortune teller.
Obvioso, the all-seeing psychic.
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
Foresight never lies, darling.
Strangest thing, but I think we've met before.
28. We are stuck in a mindscape and it is mad at you, former bestie.
After all, out of sight, out of mind.
Unauthorized presence detected. Security protocol activated.
What just happened? Ah! I'm bleeding! You're not bleeding!
29. Oh my gosh, you were adorable little kids.
Out for you. Nothing really bad can happen as long as we have each other.
30. Promises.
Can't take back what I've done, but I can promise you this.
You promise?
31. Prom!
Princess Prom!
32. May I have this dance?
If that's settled, may I have this dance?
33. Iconic gay dance move.
Maybe my plan won't work, but then again, maybe it already has.
34. This tree is magical.
This is the heart blossom, the center of our kingdom, and the source of all my magical powers.
35. Show affection? Gross.
Which is sweet. I mean, I hate it, and it's dumb.
I miss you too. What? I don't miss you. Get over yourself.
Not until you admit you like me. I don't like you.
36. So, bullying is just okay?
What's this? Basha got away with murder? I can't say I approve, but at least she's trying new things.
Oh, tell me about it. Catcher once used my rock-hard exoskeleton as a nail file. I even had to buff.
37. I'm fine.
Anything that can slow me down is my curse, and that hasn't bothered me for weeks.
Relax. I'm fine.
38. You're really not.
Uh-oh.
Get the elixir!
That's not what I... Stop! Make it stop!
39. Ooh, an extremely powerful relic that will conveniently solve this problem.
Healing hat. You were Edith's last hope.
Perhaps the first ones were fools for storing so much raw energy at the heart of the planet. But now that it's there...
What if there was a way to channel that magic ourselves?
40. Absolutely nothing will go wrong with that. Everything goes wrong.
Now, that doesn't belong to you.
No!
going to happen?
41. Look at me. I'm an irredeemable villain who can see everything.
We need to go now.
I see all. I know all.
42. I'm a teenage girl in a fairy tale world.
Where is she? Easy now.
You're magic, aren't you? Me too.
43. Life with magic. It's dramatic.
I'm going away, and I don't know if I can bounce back this time. Watch over King. Remember to feed Hootie.
Please, no!
And Luz, thank you for being in my life.
Without Shira, the magic will destroy me. I'm sorry, Ketra. I'm so sorry. But there's no more time. It has to end here.
44. Sneaking into the big bad prison block should not be this easy.
We'll have to do something so diabolical, so criminally insane, that they'll have to send us to the conformatorium.
Hey!
What? You won't find anything. I came alone. I hear Horde Prime's been looking for me. Figured it was time we met.
Yes, you will be brought before Prime, and there you will receive your judgment.
45. It's all my fault.
It's my fault all this happened. That's why I've got to do this alone.
All my fault!
That's crazy! It's obviously my fault.
46. All right. Y'all got parents.
Oh no.
Willow Park, did you get expelled?
This is Perry Porter with breaking news. In light of recent events, Augustus Porter will be grounded for no less than a year.
Adora, Glimmer. Oh, we're so happy to finally meet both school friends.
47. Dads!
We're quitting our jobs to homeschool you. And we'll spend all our free time having fun as a family.
It looks like he's not very chatty today.
48. Existential crisis, anyone?
I don't know what to do, Luz. I can't tell what's real and what's fake.
I mean, dear.
49. Magical ladies have the best hair.
But we have plenty of elixirs stocked up.
Someday my hair is going to be big enough to do that too.
Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. This show's so gay, the straights are anomalies.
Don't worry. You always have a way of sneaking into people's hearts.
Okay.
I love you too.
Manipulation, we hate your face. Annoying face, we hate you so much.
Good. Now, you'll be taking double the classes to make up for lost time.
Take pity on an old, powerless woman. I know my days here are numbered.
52. Character development is memorialized through hair changes.
It's different. Oh yeah, Mom always liked it green. I thought I could use a change.
Why do all the villains rely on green Kool-Aid?
Welcome.
54. Well, that's a concussion.
Come into the light with me.
55. Everyone's leaving, huh?
Everyone's leaving, huh?
Just leave, like everybody else.
56. Can you paint with all the colors of the gaze?
I've never had a dream this pretty.
This is like the opposite of Hallmark movies.
Just tell them. Let them help.
It's fine. Everything's normal. Why do you think I gave the sword back to you in the fright zone? I didn't want you to come back, Adora!
58. Main character has fever dream while everyone else traipses through snowy terrain.
Whoa! It's like I have snakes for arms. Well, we can't afford to mess this up. Luce is counting on me. I mean, us.
Change of plans. How about we stay inside?
Yay, it's girls' night in!
59. Blank has great plans for you. Enter familial tie here.
Everyone has a use, Hunter. The Titan has big plans for you, and it would be such a hassle to find a replacement.
I have great plans for you. Every part of the machine is of value. Even you, little sister.
60. We are family.
V, you have a place here for as long as you need.
Mom, you were awesome back there.
Brothers, there is nothing to see here.
61. Cult propaganda.
And there, the worthy shall inherit a utopia free of wild magic.
Prime has given me peace. Something you could never do.
62. Kidnapping the bad guys from the bad guys.
I cannot believe we are being taken.
Get back!
63. Kidnapping the good guys from the bad guys.
Lines?
Knock it off, you two.
We're going to rescue you.
Oh, good! Rescue me from what?
From the Horde!
64. Wait a minute, you want to stay?
I work for the Emperor, after all. Head Witch! Head Witch, are you hurt? No, not badly.
Oh, well, that's nice of you. But all of my stuff is here now, so probably I'll just stay. Thanks anyway, though.
65. For the honor of great spite.
If you or your aunt want to...
No! This is not my destiny!
66. Nobody wants to respect the child in charge.
We can get started. Hey, where are you? I said wait! Come back here!
I'll be with you till the end, till I die, of course,
Everyone just stop!
67. Hold up. Why are you being nice? You're the bad guy.
Wait!
Out of my way, little prince.
No!
What are you doing? Take it.
68. Time to grieve a lost parent.
He always brought us flowers on our birthdays, so after he passed away, we started picking flowers for each other. And then we'd visit his grave, and me and my mom would spend the day together.
She saved us.
69. Let's learn from questionable sources that are totally not malicious.
What are you doing out here?
I started going through Philip Whittabane's diary again.
Just go to Light Hope and ask her.
70. Ooh, flashback time.
It's... snakes?
Breath!
You can't expect me to outcast Lightspinner, the greatest sorcerer to ever walk the halls of Mysticor.
71. Oh, look at the time. Ready for your scheduled existential crisis, you former cult enthusiast?
What did you do to the other guards? To our family? It wasn't wild magic, was it?
Out of all the Grimwalkers, you look the most like him.
What?
I am alone.
We broke him.
72. Did I mention this is a kids show?
Don't worry, child. We're almost done.
Then we get to play catch, right?
It doesn't matter. I'm She-Ra. This is what I'm supposed to do.
73. This sword will definitely save us.
This'll help us defeat Bellows for sure.
74. Wait, no. Behold, by leaving to get help, you've condemned us all.
Hey, look! Everyone missed us so much they put up pretty signs!
We're almost there!
No! Don't come back! Horde Prime knows you're coming! There's a trap!
76. Huh. Who knew bad guys were complex characters too?
And some part of me still wants to believe in that lie. Just like you want to believe you're dumb or whatever. But it's not true.
$77. Oh! You're competent?
I want you to see who I really am! For the last time, I don't need you to save me. I've been doing just fine on my own.
78. Oh, look! A flamboyant theater major with a tail and a tendency to pose as other characters while obsessing over getting into character.
Yoo-hoo, come on. Are you listening? This is my monologue.
Apologies for being rude. I was getting into character.
79. Comic relief antagonist finally gets some character development.
I don't want people to see me as a big scary monster anymore.
Me neither.
Okay, you made your point, Kyle! Now turn around! That's an orc!
80. You're seriously on the same side, besties. Stop fighting each other.
Goes wrong, people could get hurt. Bo, you understand what I'm trying to say? Tell her!
No, you weren't there. We need Entrapta. We need to disable the weapon.
Why can't you trust me in this?
Because you're wrong!
81. D&D is a totally viable war planning method.
I'll control a pair of abominations to release Everwolf's flesh-eating beetles.
They're war table battle figures!
82. Nothing like the end of the world to set the romantic mood.
Oh, crikey.
Did you just jump into fire for me? What? No! Shut up!
83. We're being manipulated. Can't you see?
The Emperor is planning to wipe out everyone with the draining spell, and our abomatons are helping him do it.
They've been lying to us, manipulating us, Hordak, Shadow Weaver, all of them.
84. Yeah. Duh.
You already knew?
What he does with our products is none of our business.
Duh! Did you just figure that out? Manipulation is Shadow Weaver's whole thing.
85. The magical portal is finally ready.
I think there's a way out.
$86. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind. Wait a minute.
No!
Luce, I'm so happy I had you as a big sister.
Stay!
87. We can identify our bad guy by the green Kool-Aid. $88. Must every green Kool-Aid villain possess someone we love?
Oh, Adora. How long will you drag this out?
89. I finally got my own stuff!
She's a snake shifter. Her name is Stringbean, and she's perfect!
This was your father's staff. I think it's time you had it.
90. Jack of all magics, master of none, makes a girl pretty powerful. Especially when paired with ancient magic infusing her bones.